Okay then, here's another quick tip. We are putting a hinge pin repair kit in this 1977 Chevy Caprice coupe with these big long GM doors. I don't know how much these doors weigh, but I probably couldn't pick one up. Probably wouldn't want to. And what happens over time is you've got a hinge pin that goes in there. This is a hinge pin, and it goes right in there where that apparatus you see sitting there, the little nut and bolt deal is. That's where it goes, and to get this thing out you have to cut it in two pieces. I think I've got one of the pieces here, and this is not an easy job to do. I got both pieces actually. It's not an easy job to do, but this is the original hinge pin, and you have to cut it in two because this original bottom part has this little swedged area that keeps it from lifting up, which the replacement, by the way, does not have on it. And then the upper end of it is splined. Now, what the quick tip is, I hadn't done one of these in about 15 years and I forgot something, so I'll tell you guys. When this is in there, so to speak, when it's mounted in there, you need to cut this thing, cut it as far downward, meaning close to there, to that bottom bushing as you can, because the bottom bar has to come out the bottom, and then you drive this part out, and this part doesn't come out very easily. So once you get that out, you've got to put bushings in it, and this kit that I got for this car, it is part number 38400. It's Dorman Help, and it's 1 pin, 4 bushings, various GM models, 1996 to 61. And that's the one that goes on this car. And when you get this thing, you're going to have the pin, and then you're going to have 4 bushings. I've already installed the 2 bushings I need. You see one of them is just a plain bronze bushing, and then the other one is a steel bushing, which is larger. If you look at that kind of closely, you can see that the diameter on the outside diameter of the steel one, I guess that's steel, I'm not sure, but it's larger. Well, here's the deal, and here's the quick tip. The second quick tip. You're actually getting 2 quick tips in one. What normally happens is when these bushings fail, then it starts wearing into the steel hinge assembly. Now, usually it's the upper one that wears out the most because of the way the door is, but sometimes they both do. But the bottom one on this one was okay, so I drove that bushing back in, and it was pretty tough to get in. I put some JB weld around the outside of it to keep it from popping back out, but I don't think it's going to come out. So just be careful working that thing back in, because like I said, that's bronze and you can crack that real easy. That's a soft metal. Try not to deform it. But if you get to the top up here and you notice that the bronze bushing is just not going to fit in there anymore because that hole's egged out, then you have to use your repair bushing, and that's this guy here. That's the one I just told you about that's larger. Same on the inside, but it's larger and it's splined and all that. So you kind of have to, you ain't going to just tap that thing back in, not unless it's really wore out, and in that event you probably need to get a hinge. But this one, the large one wouldn't slip in, but I knew it would go in because it would go in a little bit and just get stuck. So what I did was, instead of trying to find a way to beat that thing in, which is not advisable, got myself a nut and bolt, a couple washers, just ran through it, and then I've been using the bottom nut there to draw that thing in. And on this one, it's not going to go all the way in. That's about as far as it goes, so don't get panicked if it doesn't go completely flush, because that bushing is pretty tall, so that should be fine. And then I'll take that back out and I'll put my hinge pin itself in, and also again I'm going to put some JB weld around this part right here to keep it from coming up, because I've had problems last when I did it, but kept trying to do that. So there you go. That's how you do this thing. A couple quick tips for you. I know you guys like quick tips, because quick tips mean you don't have to sit through a long video, and you can go back to your smartphone or your tablet or whatever you're doing and do other things. So anyway, if you got any questions, comments, that are helpful, please leave them. And all I did to get this door up into position, I guess the top ones are okay. They look like they're fine, and they don't, well, I don't know if I'd call it fine, but they look better than the bottom ones. And so I'm not gonna worry about those right now. And I just put my jack under it, and you're just kind of wiggling around till you get it to do what you want it to do. So, okay then. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.